Hello there folks, back again for another video. In this one we're going to be having a look at some of the new announcements that came through about the Middle-earth strategy battle game. There was only a little one, so this is only going to be a short video, but this is a quick look at the new miniature for Wulf that got previewed as part of the Nova Open reveals from Games Workshop this week. So we got to look at Wulf, who is going to be the leader of the Dunlending forces that are no doubt going to be coming as part of the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim box set, whatever that is, alongside the new edition of the game, which we're reckoning is going to be popping up around Christmas time this year, so end of 2024 into 2025. You get a foot and a mounted version of Wulf for you to dive into and add it to your collection, which I think is pretty awesome. It's also, quite interestingly, a plastic miniature, which is always good to see. Gives me hope for what they're going to be doing with the War of the Rohirrim box set going forward, and the rest of the miniatures that you're going to find in that set, I would also say. So, yes, here is Wulf on foot, looking rather awesome. He's got his two sabres at the ready that he's been using to slice and dice his way through the Rohirrim, after his father was quite literally one-punch manned by Helm Hammerhand, which is quite cool. What I quite liked about the miniature is that I think they did a really good job of nailing the vibe and the feel of the character from the anime and the trailer that we've seen so far, whilst also linking it in with the new aesthetic and design choices that they've been making for the plastic miniatures for the Middle-earth strategy battle game over the last little while, in their plastic miniatures for the likes of Éomer and Theoden and Éowyn and or the Gondorian characters, and the new versions of Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas and everything else in between. It feels like they've managed to kind of find a really nice halfway house between the miniatures to give you something quite fun here that will link in quite well with the rest of the miniatures you have in your collection. You can see him here on the top of a rock, so foot on rock is elevated somewhat there, as you can see, as he's dashing forward into a little bit of a clash with somebody, I would think, over that shattered shield of a Rohirrim warrior. You also have the mounted version, as you can see here, on the back of his rather hefty horse. Yes, there are vibes of the Dark Oath about the miniature, which is, fine, in my opinion. That design of the Dark Oath stuff for Warhammer Age of Sigmar has been really fun. So it's kind of nice to see some of those design cues carried over. I think, again, there's a little bit of that anime vibe running through the miniature. I probably wouldn't paint his sword black. I'd probably paint it in a normal metallic colour, I reckon, just so that it stands out a little bit more from the rest of his outfit and the rest of the look of the model as a whole. But otherwise, I think that's a really nice, again, dynamic miniature for the Dunlending forces as we move into the new edition and the War of the Rohirrim set. He also comes with a ability, as you can see here. So he has the Usurper King. Wulf is set on vengeance and taking the throne for his own, though to accomplish it he will need to slay the heirs and leaders of Rohan. If Wulf is engaged in combat with an enemy hero, he may reroll a single d6 during the duel roll, which is very cool. He also comes with an ability where Wulf must reroll to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes against enemy heroes, so he is out and out, ready to cut down any Rohirrim forces that get in his way. They do also tease that there are going to be some heroes for Rohan, which would be quite interesting. I would assume that the boxed set is going to focus on, I think her name is Hera, the daughter of Helm. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I would assume that Hera will be the plastic opposite to Wulf in the new box set. I would guess that we're going to get 2 hero miniatures, so we'll have Hera and we'll have Wulf. And then I'm crossing my fingers so incredibly hard that we're going to be getting some really nice plastic miniatures representing Rohan on foot and Rohan mounted, and also Dunlendings in plastic as well. Just seems like it's going to be a given, I would imagine. They usually throw more heroes into these box sets when they come out as well, alongside the troops, to kind of give you a few different options. And obviously with Middle-earth strategy battle game being a more hero focused game, I think it's quite I think it would be quite apt if they did throw those in as well, so you could make interesting warbands and stuff. Does that mean we're going to see new revamped plastic miniatures of characters like Helm? Because currently Helm is a Forge World resin miniature. It will be interesting to see if they sort of go in a different direction for him. Let's see if we can actually find him if we go over to the Games Workshop web store. Let's go Helm Hammerhand. What do we have? Not Helm Hammerhand. Ooh. Interesting. Do we not have Helm? Oh, there he is. He's temporarily out of stock on the website currently, but he doesn't fit in with the look of the character from War of the Rohirrim. So I'm thinking that we're going to see him redone in plastic, and we'll see a version that is more in line with the character from the movie. Maybe they do something where they just turn this guy into a plastic model. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But going up against him, obviously we have the Dunlendings stuff. So let's see if we can... Just go to Middle-earth, actually. Probably a good idea. And we go Lord of the Rings Evil. And can we filter this? I suppose we can. Dunland. There we go. So this is what we have so far for Dunland. So you had the Dunlending Horsemen, and they did the Huskarls up, but maybe we're going to see more stuff done. So all of these you've got to think are going to be redone to match up with what exists, what's out there currently. And I would maybe see them doing something here as well, because what do we have? We have 3 Dunlending heroes here, which come down to Frida, Gorulf, and what else have we got? Frida, Gorulf, and I can't remember who else is in that set, but there we go. So you've got the Heroes of Dunland there that they did as part of that original one, but these are obviously all linked to the time of the Lord of the Rings rather than them being necessarily from the time of Helm Hammerhand. So you'd assume that we're going to see new plastics for a lot of different characters going forward in that box set anyway. But yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you like the new miniature for Wulf? Do you think that they've done a good job on it? I'm pretty pleased with it so far, and I can't wait to get my hands on it later this year. It's going to be lovely, alongside all the stuff for War of the Rohirrim. Looks very cool indeed. Rings of Power also out now as well. So it's going to be a full chock-a-block couple of months as we move towards winter, looking at Middle-earth in all its many guises. It'll be fun to see where they go with everything. There is, once again, a passionate team behind the Middle-earth strategy battle game that always tries to do their best, and we see that in all of the miniatures they bring forth. I just hope that we're going to see the same thing when the rules come out and we get that new box set. I'm going to be diving into it, so let me know if you will be doing so as well. But yes, let me know your thoughts down below on Wulf and what you think they're going to be changing in that new box set that's coming out, hopefully alongside the new edition. And yeah, we'll dive into another video very, very soon. Bye for now. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye.